All right, let's kick off a new season of Inside Rams Camp presented by Unifi Financial Credit Union. I'm JB Long with DeMarco Farr, just a couple of coffee lovers, joined by Cooper Kupp, Super Bowl MVP, Triple Crown winner here at LMU after a great day's work. It's a gorgeous evening. Good to see you, Coop. How are things?
Things are great, guys. Thanks for having me.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, thank you.
You never get sick of football, do you? You just love this.
I do. It is. When you're sick for football, it just never goes away. I love it.
You go through a whole practice, you compete, and then you do more after practice, trying to get better.
Yeah, you gotta have a routine. I think one of the best things about playing in this league is you do it long. A routine is so important. Pre-practice, post-practice, like having that routine and kind of implementing, getting into the flow of training camp and stuff like that. It's like you said. I just love ball. I'll
just tack on that part of the routine today included coming straight from the Unified tent where he was signing autographs after today's practice. Let's start with your physical state. I know you rebuilt it from the ground up relative to years gone by, especially last year. How are you feeling?
Feeling really good. Yeah, it was great to have a full off season. I'm feeling really good coming into this. OTAs was great, obviously, being able to participate in that. Man, it's just. I love ball, and when that's taken away from you and you aren't able to do it, it's a really hard thing. So I'm glad to be back doing it and enjoying every second I get.
How did you rebuild from the ground up? What'd you change? What'd you do different?
Oh, I think there is an element of evaluating what are some bad habits that you've developed. And when you are hurt, some of the best things about coming back from an injury is you get to kind of build a progression back into how you do things and taking some of those things out mechanically, how you want to running routes, some of the things that you're doing, just efficiency in your routes and things like that. I don't want to get too technical. I mean, we don't want to give away too many tips.
I thought he was going to say, I stopped eating Snickers or something.
Oh, no? I haven't eaten Snickers. Snickers has been a while.
He grew some new biceps, best I can tell.
Look at you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I don't want to read too much into it, but correct me if I'm wrong, the only true full offseason you and Matthew have had together was coming into that 21 campaign, right? So should we expect good returns based on the time that you've been able to spend together?
I know what you're insinuating here, but yes, I mean, I think that you put the work in. All you can do is control what you can control. You put the work in, do what you can, prepare to the best of your ability, and you let it all hang out on Sunday. And you got to be happy with whatever comes out of that. This game is there's too many good football players, too much out of your control, but we've done everything we can in our control up to this point. Eric is going to continue to do that day by day, stacking bricks, and we know if we do that, we can trust the product that's going to be on the field.
What were you insinuating? I missed that.
Well, that his career year and one of the best in NFL history came after he and Matthew put some good months down and put some bricks on top of each other.
Oh,
yeah.
What's wrong with insinuating? That's good.
That's good.
He plays the part, doesn't he?
I just want to know. Yeah, I love when Super Cooper is back out there playing ball. I mean, look, like you said, you hated being out. You love playing football, and if you're on the field, there's a better chance to win. I mean, that's got to be your main motivation for your teammates.
Yeah, I mean, I want to be a positive part of our team winning. If I can be a positive out there, if I can be a part, just a positive cog in this machine that's just trying to produce W's and enjoy doing it, I'm gonna be out there.
Coop, we know what your greatest achievement on the field is. I want to get to Will in Canton, Ohio, and we're giving the audience a chance to ask questions for each of our guests throughout Inside Rams Camp. And he wants to know what's your greatest accomplishment off the field.
Will from Canton, Ohio. It's a great question. I would say my greatest accomplishment, the thing that I'm most proud of when I think of my life outside of football, has got to be just the boys that my wife and I are raising. Just they make me so proud every single day. Being able to come home and see how thoughtful they are for the people around them, how much they care for each other. I mean, boys are going to be boys, and they're going to fight, and they're going to do that. But I just truly love my family, and am very, very proud to be able to be the father and the husband to the people I have back home. So I gotta go with that one, Will.
That resonates with a couple of fathers here next to you, and we do want to invite you listening to use the Rams app to chime in, to ask a question. Tomorrow's guest, just to look ahead, is Ernest Jones.
I just love when you talk about your family. Your whole face changes. Look at you. No longer the mean football player.
I feel very blessed. My wife is incredible. My boys are unreal. I just feel like I have a very blessed life.
Well, let's go there next. Who is the better co-host for your newfound fame? Is it QB1 or is it your better half?
Choose wisely.
Look, this is what we've done. We have two different spheres here. We do me and Matthew, we just try to make people laugh, try to make it just lighthearted, and are trying to get into the nitty gritty of parenting, of doing life. Try to give some kind of value, some kind of perspective in terms of our lives, and I can't compare. It's apples and oranges. Apples and oranges.
Well, I think you're doing both well. Daily grind and 9 and dime.
Well, speaking of like you said, fatherhood and being a mentor, Puka Nacua, great last season, rookie year. Now you're going into year 2. You know a little bit about expectation. I guess all these fans out here, this is awesome, isn't all these fans out here? They expect the same thing they saw last year. I mean, it's almost impossible to think about that in that sort of way. How do you help Puka, and how do you compete with him to make him better, make yourself better?
Yeah,
at the
well, this
same
is
time?
what I was kind of saying about what you were insinuating earlier. Right? It's like there's this expectation always that you're just going to continue to get better, and it's like, and by getting better, that's going to mean statistically you're going to get better, and that's just not how football works. There's so many things that are going on. The defenses are changing, offenses are changing. We're different as a team this year than we were last year, than we were the year before that. There's so many things that are so many variables here. The important thing is that you do the work, you get better each day, and that Puka is going to look at his film from this year and he say, I'm a better football player this year than I was last year. That's his whole mindset. That's what it has to be. It's not about what the stats are. It's not about what any result is. It's just when I watch the film, am I better than I was the year before?
You are the through line for this 11 personnel, 3 receiver grouping from Sean McVay's tenure all the way to present day, whether it's Robert Woods, Sammy Watkins, we can go on and on. OBJ got in for a bit. The composition of the current group, where you're working not just with Puka, but with DeMarcus, with Tutu, with Jordan. I'd be curious to get your thoughts on the newcomer. How do you like this particular unit and the room that you put together?
Yeah, it's man. Every year it seems like we go out, we get the right guys, the right mindset, the guys that are coming willing to work, want to learn, and this offense you're going to be asked to do everything. You're going to be asked to know every position. D-Rob's done a great job. He came in last year and just I think it took him a second going through training camp to grasp what the offense was, but then once he grabbed onto it, he just took off. Tutu, what he's been able to do, how explosive as a player that he is. You just love to have a guy like that on the field with you. And his ability, he knows all the positions as well. What's not accounted for is the fact that he is playing every spot out there. And you talked about the rookie coming in, Jordan, and what he's done, he's been so impressive. The learning curve is so fast for him. He's really come out there. You see him getting some reps with the ones out here too. Pretty special dude. He's got some gas also. But you talk about the other guys. You got Zay, you got Tyler Johnson, you got the other rookies that have come in here. You got some guys that can play ball in this league and have played some good football in this league. So I really like the depth of our room too.
Is your coach bigger than you now, Sean McVay? He's kind of swole up now.
No, he is, but he wears small shirts. He wears small shirts, and he did get with our trainer. He got with the trainer this off season.
Yeah.
He's doing some good stuff. He's implemented leg day, which is a good thing. It'll help balance out the whole thing. But yeah, no, I'm happy for Sean. He looks really good.
So, Marco, making the segue for me. The coolest thing I heard this offseason was Sean talking to Robert Mays, recent show that was released. And he said that you came to him at the bye last year with the Rams kind of in the depth of their season and said, inasmuch you have an opportunity now to be a hero or a hypocrite. I'd love to hear you elaborate on what you meant by saying that and what it speaks to the relationship you have and the truth-telling that goes on in this facility.
Yeah, so I think that's what I was kind of alluding to, is just kind of the curse of leadership, I guess, as it were. And as a leader, as Sean, as a leader of a group of men going on trying to accomplish something great, you are going to get your messaging across, and what you are going to say and what you're going to call people to is what you are going to also be expected to be an example of. And so every single day as a leader, you have an opportunity to be a hero and be the leader and be the guy that everyone looks to and says, I want to be like this, and exemplify exactly what he wants from all of us. Or you can be a hypocrite, and there's no in between. It's black or white. You get to be a hero, you get to be a hypocrite. And so that's kind of what I was trying to get to for him, is the importance of knowing, even though when things go bad, you got too many people looking at you, and your messaging, what you're getting across, you have too many people looking at you to not follow and be the example that all these guys need to be, because we look to Sean for so much, and he did such a great job of leading all of us.
I mean, that just checked me to the heart, didn't it?
You ever talk to a coach like that?
Never. Not even close. That is amazing conversation. You guys talk like that all the time?
We've been together for 7 years now. Yeah. And, I think the great thing about, being able to build a relationship with people is when you love people, you tell the truth. You speak honestly. And when you do come from a place of just being able to speak the truth to people. You get to the root of whatever it is that's going on, knowing that the whole goal is just to get to the other side, right? Like, there's an issue here. We know we're going to be able to work through this thing. Let's just handle it like men, speak honestly with each other, and be able to move forward from it.
I think you're great. I'm speaking from the heart. That's true.
And I will finish with 2 lighthearted coffee questions. I need your input. Congratulations on Dodo. I think it's great.
Yeah, thank you.
But I'm caught in this indecision in my checkout cart, okay?
Yeah.
I don't like chocolate.
Okay.
And a lot of your beans have chocolate overtones. So like I want to go Dodo Dark, right? Like that's where
you want to go the Dodo blend. You want to do the Dodo blend.
Really? Okay.
Listen, this is when you're getting down to it. Okay, what you're talking about, like when you're talking about chocolate notes, they're very subtle, right? It's like what you want. So do you like dark chocolate? Do you like a little bitterness?
I can't do it.
No.
Like if I smell it, I leave the kitchen.
Okay, so you're not gonna smell the chocolate. You're not gonna smell the chocolate in the coffee. But if you don't want to go a different direction,
I will.
There's other ones.
I had my eye on Rock Ren.
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay,
that's Matthew's go-to. Matthew really likes the Rock Ren. Dodo blends A1 though. I would recommend this. Get the Dodo blend and try it.
Okay.
If you don't like it, I'll pay for the Dodo blend for you.
That's all I hope for.
You got it out of him.
I
love
it.
That's what he wanted.
He wanted me to give it to him. Let me give you a free sample of everything. As much, you can just try them all.
Keep going. Say more. As much as I wanted that, though, I wanted to finish on this. On your most recent Daily Grind episode, it started with a little snippet, sounded like an off-air conversation where Anna asked you, if you had to, would you rather drink Starbucks or play for the San Francisco 49ers? And it was rhetorical, and it was good for a laugh. But since we have you here, I went through the process of just making you a little post-practice iced Americano black. Because
with Starbucks?
It's true Starbucks. It's a double shot.
Come on.
And I just want to have you on the record knowing what your official preference is if forced to choose.
If forced to choose.
Just have a sip so we know.
Yes.
It's either that or the Niners.
Please take a sip.
I see what you're doing now. I just hate that. Like, I mean, it's not like, what are you going to do if I don't take a sip? It's like the other thing. How are you going to make the other thing happen?
We'll edit it out. It'll be fine.
There we go. Everybody's clapping.
The Ramley will love you for
Everybody's
that one.
happy. There you go. Love it.
Congrats on all that's going on.
Yes, sir, man.
On and off the field in your life, Coop.
Good stuff, brother.
Thank you. Took me a second to get this full circle. I'm like, I need to drink this. I need to drink the coffee.
Well, you just rescinded the free Dodo offer, didn't you?
Yeah, it's gone.
But give me the good stuff.
Yeah, I will.
For Cooper Kupp, DeMarco Farr, I'm JB Long. It has been spectacular here at LMU. Hope you can join us in person. If not, we'll be here with you for Inside Rams Camp after each and every workout, as always, presented by Unifi Financial Credit Union.